Wait, 1 second. I got it. This ghost trick. Also, hi. Welcome to the channel. Boom. My name's Twice, and today I'm kind of expecting us to finish the game. We're on chapter 16. We're getting close to the dawn. We cannot be far. We discovered... Hello. This is the mascot and the true owner of the street, Lester Burns. And last time we discovered we're not who we think we were, first of all. Second of all, a meteorite falling in the past has granted at least one person ghostly powers to possess other people, which explains some of the weird crimes we've run into over the course of the game. But that leaves us with two big questions. Who the heck are we? Who the heck is the lamp guy? Actually, three. And what the heck are these blue guys doing? I mean, I know they're like trying to buy his services, the possessors. Can I call him Cecil 2? The real Cecil? I don't know. Something like that. We'll figure it out. Either way, these are the big questions. My third question is, is Missile gonna be okay? But welcome back in, everybody. Hope you had a fantastic week as we crawl ever closer through the last couple weeks towards the holidays. I myself, very tired, but we're gonna get through it. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Freedom! It's Friday and you don't have to work anymore, Pat. I'd ask how the heck you doing, but I already know. You're doing great. This is Jowd. Cecil, you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. Pat gets his freedom. My cat finally overcomes her anxiety disorder to come hang out in bed. Truly, we are blessed this day. Long night's drawing to an end. Thanks for your help tonight. No one should be thanking you. As you should. The other end of the phone line, I'm finally going to find all my answers. Maybe. You are really trying to knock that over. Oh my god, it's almost halfway across. What, is this what Aang would like? I know this is Appa, but like, would Aang approve of this? No. Then why are you doing it? Huh. Leave Appa where they're supposed to be. A single telephone line connects me and the other Cecil, but that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. Is it submarine time? Nice. No idea how they got on that. But we've just reached the center of the web. You're still trying to knock that over. You are spunky today. Pirate, how the heck you doing? How was the aftermath of the Hunger Games party? You just poked your own eye out on my finger. Yeah. Oh, I love you too. Yep. Oh. Welcome to the Inoa, Detective Jowd. How'd you not notice him? My detective sense must have gotten rusty. Didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. Used your phone. Hope you don't mind. Gad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate. Well, I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A sub, huh? How'd you find us, my man? My man! Not even the police knew where the Inoa was going to surface, confound it. Well, you detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. Oh, almost got it. No, still not comfy. I mean, this is a bed you've slept in for 5 years. And Tulip years before that, so like, I don't think it's gonna change much. Oh, you're back to knocking off the lamp. That's good. Something you want to know as criminals. Yeah, hope the calls were not too bad. There you go. Wish your eyebrows were as epic as his. Why are you biting me? You are feeling spunky. Tongue out and everything. We may have figured out. Well, first of all, I was a few minutes late normally, but also we may have figured out why the cat had such a anxious attack for a while there. Yeah, looking at you. We also, anyways, I was a little late because we were getting Chelsea her car finally. She got a SUV, so. Bullet the man ran shot had a radio transmitter in it. Oh, that was smart. Oh, and the watch he gave us back in like chapter 12. Very nice. Right, the cat. So the other day we were, and not the other day, but right around the time this anxiety thing, like real stress cat happened early this week, we smelled something burning, and Chelsea's like, "Oh no, that's just the candles." I was like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." But then the smell continued, and it wasn't actually. It smelled like burnt hair. We're like, when we sniffed both the candles, we're like, "Okay, I don't know what it is, but I think we're okay. I think it's fine. Maybe a weird wick or something." And then this cat just kind of wanders in, like peeks into the room, and left half completely fine, right half the whiskers are all like wonky, aka a little singed, a little melted. So right now we've got a cat who's looking very spiffy on one side and absolutely frazzled on the other, and we think that's what got her to be this stressed out cat. Because now she's just grooming herself 24/7. Usually she's only grooming herself 20/7. But she's getting better. She's back in her bed and life is good. You know he's on the submarine somewhere. Ah, Cecil, you mean? Ah. You can relax, that's nothing but his shell. His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely right about now he's controlling your daughter. Beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, just take me. Just please let her go. There are a few people basically asking what they could do to save their job. Some people's actions were irredeemable. Oh my god. Can you believe that an 11-hour required work party with alcohol, free alcohol, was a disaster? Because I sure can't. I never saw that coming. And I see all kinds of twists coming. Something our nation needs. Cecil has it. That's all I care about, my man. My man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Cecil has underestimated us. He left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was like, what's going on? They're like, yes, let me show you. 2D perspective lends itself to some interesting scenarios. The source of his powers. Oh, well, that's it. Just yoinked it right out, huh? The Temsic Fragment gives the spirit special powers, and now our deal with Cecil is concluded as far as we're concerned. What a mistake to make right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell. The whole room just vanished. Where did he go? Bought one of the Pokemon keyboards, 2 mouse pads, and the bag today. Very nice. Which keyboard did you get? Keyboard sold after 5 minutes? That also actually makes sense to me. You're an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. Better find them and fast. What did I do? Me, the mystery. Yes, yes. Who am I talking to? So you're here, huh? Charizard, perfect. It's Missile! I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. With my lost memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla. Think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? I'm sorry to say, I don't think I can. Why don't you even bother to ask? You do have the power to swap objects, so let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together. You got it. Probably not the deepest of voices that the Pomeranian has, but it's fine. It's Miss Camilla, I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me. You could call that more of a hunch, but let's get to the phone before it stops ringing. You bet! Alright. I can do nothing, so we swap over... Swapski's the... What does that do for us? That did nothing. But we could swap these two. But I don't think I can be in them, you know? Like if I do this, that's just gonna... I'm just gonna talk to him, you know? Well, that's fine. Let's swap this, see what happens. Ah. Do that. Swap these. I can just heard another little explosion in the distance. I got a bad feeling about it. It came out the hook. I'm trying to answer it. I'm trying so hard. Hello, is anyone there? It's her, the little lady. Cecil, where are you? Somebody please answer. I guess she can't hear my voice. Me too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was ignoring me. Lynn is... Oh no, is Lynn dead? Will this be the 4th or the 5th death for Lynn? I watched the Game Awards. Sure did. It was a delightful ad interspersed and interrupted very rudely by actual devs talking about how proud they were and about their losses and challenges in gaming. Wrap it up. We need to push more of Timothy Chalamet. We need 5 minutes of Anthony Mackie just talking to the audience, but like not in a fun way, just in like a weird way. I need to hear about Simu Liu's foot. I don't care. I mean, there were some good reveals, and I was excited that Alan Wake got as much recognition as it did. Hurry up, as they're talking about someone who died was really painful. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they did the musical. Oh, the Old Gods of Asgard. They did it with the live action Alan Wake. They did it with the voice of Alan Wake. They did it with Warland Door. They did it. Sam Lake went up there and danced because he's part of the game. He was having a blast. That dude is living his best life right now. Miss Camilla! Will you stream JSRF when it comes out? I don't know what that is. Oh, she actually is dead. Jet Set Radio Future? Hell yeah. I fucking love Jet Set Radio. Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Yeah, I forgot. Sega, like, just dropped 5 game announcements, didn't they? It was like... And it was just... I mean, Crazy Taxi, but Jet Set? I mean... You kidding me? They just casually dropped that? It's not fair. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before, Missile. Oh, Camilla has a corn now, so that means she did hear Missile's voice before when you saved her that time. That was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight? Thank you, Miss Camilla. I'm so glad I was born your little doggy. Isn't Jet Set Radio a 20-year-old game? But they announced a new game in the series at the Game Awards. Like, the latest one was in 2002 for the original Xbox. Stay here for a while, watch your mistress. Don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, I'm the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it! This is Game Awards, so you're in mandatory hell. That's okay. Things that were interesting for me. Let me just turn that real quick. You're holding the Sega GT Jet Set Radio Future combo in your hand for the Xbox right now. I remember. Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. Where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? Oh, I actually really... This theme's grown on me hardcore. Rumi's disappeared all of a sudden. Well, that's making even less sense than before. Yeah, I mean, Finji is making a new game in-house. That one's close to my heart because, I mean, I really like some of the Finji games. Plus, I have multiple friends who work at the studio. That is not a brag. I just really like my friends. There was a game that I didn't stream that I should have a while back called Case of the Golden Idol, which is an interesting puzzle game where you're given like a snapshot of a murder, and then you have to kind of work your way around to figure out what exactly happened, who is named what, who committed the crime, why did this happen, and you have to fill in like all sorts of blanks. And I meant to stream it, and I tried the first chapter, and I really liked it, and then it was like 5 hours later, and I had beaten it. And that's my bad. But they announced a sequel called Rise of the Golden Idol, and I will stream that. I will. It was fun. So I'm excited for that. Dead Cells creator has a new game that seemed cool. Radio transmitter, blah blah blah. I'm trying to like work backwards to forwards. New friends, okay, Mr. Popular, stop right. I mean, new Monster Hunter, obviously. Monster Hunter 6, essentially. Because World was 5. That's why you were like the 5th company. And then the logo for Wilds has 6 heads, so it's like the next mainline Monster Hunter. Just hype for you, Pirate. Sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Free God of War DLC, which is kind of like a roguelike mode. I don't know if it'll get me to go back anytime soon, but you know, it's free. You can't complain too much about free. I would know. I went all over the place on campus for free food if I heard about it. And we'd get 1 free meal whenever we worked the dining hall, so I'd get a 15-minute and I'd just like stuff 3 meals worth of food in my face and hope that lasted me most of the rest of the day. It's cheaper. Quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Flash of white, and the next thing I know, I was dead. Alright, let's rewind time. Inscription developers' new game, Pony Island 2, is coming out, which is sequel to his game Pony Island, which I recently played as like a... Let's see what this was about. It's another like subversive experience, but a lot like less of it than Inscription. I thought Inscription was great. So far, Pony Island's it's fine, but all you need to really know about is it's an arcade machine that I think has Satan locked in it. So excited for the second one because it looks like it has one of my favorite voice actors as the main cast. Exciting. Oh, right. Yeah, she's possessed. Hello, Lynn. There's Detective now. It's been 10 years since we last met. You can't remember your adoptive sister trying to kill you with a shotgun? Or a Tommy gun? Yeah, it's the weekend, Pirate. We're alive. It's all that matters. So there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camilla back. She has nothing to do with any of this. Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. Phone's ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. Damn. Strong muscles in the kid. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter? I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you, but revenge? Nobody could possibly know what I've... in the world? Uh-oh. I get a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Yes, you've been had. You literally left the body around like a moron. Ah. Then you got saved. That's a feeling I just can't understand. Yeah, Alan Wake got some good awards. Baldur's Gate won Game of the Year, which I'll just, I'll take their word for it because I haven't played it yet. We'll get there eventually, Not worried about it. Too many games. Final Fantasy 16 got best score in music. I really liked Final Fantasy 16. I think I liked it more than a lot of people did. I enjoyed it pretty thoroughly. Music was phenomenal. Hi-Fi Rush got best sound design, which duh. Sea of Stars won best indie game. I mean, I don't know what I'd put over it. I enjoyed it pretty thoroughly. I don't know if it wasn't my favorite game this year. Alan Wake 2 was my favorite game this year. Spoilers if we do a top 10 near the end of the year. But I don't think that's going to be that surprising. Well, let's bring you back to life again. You didn't have to add the again part. Oh, and Pikmin 4 won best strategy, which means I gotta heckin' play that. Cause of Death Time was a mysterious explosion. You know detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. What do you mean for a dead woman? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. Wait, you don't know what vitamins or minerals are? Alright, let's calm down. Okay, currently I can do nothing. Locked in place. Oh, I really can't do anything right now. Okay. Okay. A little closer, a little closer, a little closer. Yeah, I'll just skip through this, skip through this, skip through this. Yep. Trick time still. There we go. Can't do anything about that. Turning that doesn't do anything. Wonder who's calling. Can't get the line to work. Thought I could use the phone in the past if someone was calling. Receiver has to be off the hook. Okay, interesting. What does turning this wheel do? Oh. Okay. Might be Joud. Well, let's find out. Oh no, it's another Blue Man group! That's what we should have called them! Can't believe I just thought about that. Just give him like a PVC pipe drum and we're all the way there. Oh, he's still there. Get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up. Why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving. Go there? We need to go on more of a fact-gathering mission. Must be true what they say. There are restless ghosts on board. Doesn't. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Wow. Was he calling a restless ghost? Well, neither one of us is really resting in peace. Looks like Sub just lost one of its crew. Guess that means the fate of the Sub has changed slightly. Okay. I guess that was the right thing to do. Yep. They yoink the meteorite. Which is what I assume let his body not decay. I think his powers freely given are already, you know, given. What does this do? Nothing's happening. Okay. What if I hit that? That one won't budge. I mean, I'm just gonna start turning valves and stuff, you know? Ugh. Basketball, wastebasket. Boom. Go here. Yoink. Boom. I'm going with the capsule. That is a lot of crew members. Oh, I am not... I shouldn't be here. Tempstic fragment. You're mine at last. Objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned. Yes, sir. Farewell, sir. You know what? Did I already say this? The guy looks like one of the Sisters of Fate from Hercules. John can take care of himself right now. Gotta rescue a little lady. Yeah. I'd better hurry along before Cecil discovers what he's lost and comes after me. You'll know what will be his coffin. May it lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Cecil. I guess I've been locked into this part. I mean, it was good to find out, and this might be mandatory to get to the next section anyway. Trying to think of like anything else. Oh, I mean, like a really early announcement that like Kojima's making a horror game or something. Dead by Daylight people are making something with Supermassive, who made Until Dawn, The Quarry. Oh, I mean, there was like some trailers for Persona 3 Reload. And then Pat, the Metaphor Ray Fantasio. That game has been in development for too long. I mean, not too long, like a good amount of time to avoid crunch. But like, I've known about that studio since like 2016, 2017 times. Basically, as soon as Persona 5 was finished, they're like, okay, we're splitting the studio. We're making a Studio Zero, which is making a weird fantasy spin-off, and we're making a second studio to make Persona games. It's like a new studio that gets to make Persona games, some of the younger guns, and then the old hat is making the fantasy spin-off, and then they went silent until this year. And now we're getting it next year, which is crazy. 2 Persona games in a year. I know one's a remake, but like... Yeah, the God of War DLC. I'm like torn on whether I'm gonna go play that now or just wait till a replay in the future. I wonder how much like story content is locked behind the roguelike stuff. I mean, you can make a good roguelike with good story. Returnal is really good if you haven't played it. It's really hard, but it's really good. Torpedo. A different missile comes more readily to mind. Plan to sink the submarine with that thing. Okay, do something before it's fired. Okay, I will do that by lowering... And then going here, power switchboard. Okay, all I've done is made myself, put myself into a torpedo. Still find a way to stop it. We just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's something we can do. I hope. What was I hope at the end? The strongest part of that sentence. Why is there a mouse in there? Came along for the ride without giving it too much thought, but was this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure this poor rat will thank us, too. How did it even get in there? These outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. Spinning black things, right? Apparently their spinning helps their torpedo maintain its balance. It must be pretty heavy. Will that do anything? Dump the little creature off. Turn the whole torpedo off. Safety device. Do this maybe? Yeah. It's just one problem though. Torpedo's still gonna impact. We can't do anything about that. Gulp. Well, that wasn't too bad. We've changed fate once more. What was the secondary explosion, though? That still happened. Or maybe, wait, no, the first explosion was the control room taking off. This was the second explosion. Submarine's still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including that little rat's. We did it, Cecil. What's the matter? You still look unhappy. Well, we stopped the torpedo, but we opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right, I guess. Guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Hearing things? Anyway, so we better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right? I'm worried about Camilla. I'm pretty certain Camilla's still gonna be possessed. Unless she got knocked out. I'm gonna stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Uh-oh. Water seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. Gotta get them out of here. Better go meet up with Lynn. Boop. Boop. No, I can't do anything about that. I will do that. Lights went out, but the machine still works. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. Yes, that's fine though. Yeah, I know. There we go. We're getting there. Oh no. Oh wait, no, we're good enough. It's all is well. Camilla, you're awake. How do you feel? Sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla! Oh, Missile, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Cecil should be along any second. And Missy is here too. I'm so happy everybody's going to be with me now. Die. Oh, those poor boots. I think I'm gonna cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. Better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here. Before it's too late. Boop. That flashlight. It's Cecil. He's here. Thrasher from the creator of Thumper. That weird Exodus Matthew McConaughey game. Oh, right. House's new game. Yeah. And more stuff from Black Myth Wukong. That could either be a disaster or an excellent, like, Neo type style of game. No idea. Could be anything. I'm just gonna fill up with water fast. Better get out that door as quick as we can. We won't be getting out of that door. Water pressure's too great already. Can't open it. What does water pressure mean? The force of the water holding the door close. The way out is up. Okay. Nah, don't be sorry. Yeah, Thumper was like a weird rhythmic horror game, kind of. It's unique. It's unique. Exodus, you know, who the F knows, but seems very Interstellar-esque. Oh! There's the Dishonored devs are making a heckin' Blade game. That's cool as fuck. Oh. It's like set in Paris. That was probably, I mean, the real highlight for me was watching the Old Gods perform and everyone like celebrating Alan Wake 2 in that. But the Blade game, the oof. I haven't seen anything but like it's the Dishonored and Deathloop devs. Come on. By the way, can't swim. Neither can Camilla. Don't you have any good news for me? I'll think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? Missile is not helpful. Okay, that sucks. Because I feel like we could swap these lights. I'm gonna turn this handle, see what happens. Nothing. All right. Good. Unless Missile's here. Yeah, I know you can't swim. Oh wait, that's gonna blow the glove up, isn't it? Oh, let's move this, see what happens. Oh, it's locked in place. That is unfortunate. Door here, can't open it. I did this again. Ah! It's not fair. Oh right, like the Fortnite and Lego stuff. Yeah. I've officially gotten too old, I think. It doesn't look bad. But, you know. You gotta be joking me. Oh, thank God. What was that? Looks like water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Flashlight doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something. Hey, you can probably fix it with your powers. I mean, I could try. Oh, wait. That did actually work. Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? That's a cruel question, considering the circumstances. All we have to do is get to that door and we're safe. God! No, this is good. This is great. Good stuff. Unless they died, in which case... no, they're still alive. That's actually inconvenient for us. What happens now? Looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. Can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky or we're dead and just haven't realized it yet. Come on now, since the latter could be true. Oh yeah, First Descendant. Yeah. Rise of the Ronin. Some other stuff that probably won't see the light of day for a while. Zelda 1. You know, it was a kind of a nice mix of wins. It wasn't a big sweep. I think I see a familiar flame over there. Oh yeah, no, Nintendo, didn't they drop like 3 N64 games during the awards and so no one even noticed? There's like Harvest Moon 64, which I mean... That's like the OG. Jet Force Gemini and then the 1080 snowboarding. Absolutely. I don't get them. I never have, I never will. They don't make sense to me. I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous the situation is, don't you? Kitty. Big under the chin rubs for the kitty cat? Of course. You always accept those. Makes your chin look really big and funny, though. Ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath. He's just been in danger of drowning before himself. Yeah, it is a big drop. Alright, I mean, like, what are we swapping here? Torpedo. That is also torpedo. Those are 2 torpedoes. Starter. Can I make it there? I literally cannot make it there. Is there anything that looks like a flashlight? I'm gonna swap those. Don't worry about why. It's for the memes. What is that? It's a shaft. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm exactly doing yet. It seems important. No, it doesn't count. It feels like I have to get a big wheel somewhere. No. And then somehow get it to work all the way down here. Now, whether that makes sense or not, I don't know. It's technically free. I mean, yeah, I already got the expansion pass, because, I mean, what am I, a goof? No. No way, Jose. Oh, thanks. I'm actually just a moron. An impatient moron. We got anything we can do with a torpedo? No. Shaft? No. Pipe? No. I think I've got to go from, like, does small to big change anything? I doubt it. Yeah, okay, swap it over. Do this. No, go here. No. Up. Swap these. Up. Swap those. Let's do that. How about that? Now we're gonna have to probably, like, lead the pipes in between. Ah, yes, the conveniently placed water. All I know is I added a bunch of things to my wish list to, like, track for future streams. Gotta seal the steam. So I'm not sure how just yet. I think I gotta do this one more time. Okay, bonk. That's fine. One more time around. And there we go. Okay. That turns that off. Calm down. Calm down. I wish I could drink it all up for you. No, missile. It's too salty. Okay. Problem is, swapping between these two seems useless. Oh wait, swapping the pipes changes how the steam comes out. Okay, you spit out, and then I can... I'm gonna go here, and then back, and then swap these two, I think. No, that's still... Try this. Okay, no, that's good. Hey, wait, you can walk on that. That's good. What does that do for us? Nothing. It makes me feel better, I guess. What can I do from here? Yo, I need you to heckin' climb or something. Is that good enough? Whew. Make it to that door, we can escape. If you can turn that door. If you want to yell, you can yell at me. How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? I think you just did. Look for something to pull you up. Oh boy. Right. Leave me down there for now. Sorry, can't do it. Open it. Is there any way to ask for something? I think it's possible that Missile could swap these? No. Can't budget. Must be stuck. This way. Oh. Oh my god. It'd be a horrific way to go. Don't think subs are meant to have water in them, just saying. Look, I did not go into naval architecture. Thank you very much. I went into aerospace. I am not qualified to comment on sub-architecture. I did spend the greater part of 2 weeks in the Naval Architecture building because no one was a student in that school. I maintain it was fake. And the computer labs in there were very quiet and easy to work on stuff. They're just planes of the sea. Seaplanes are the planes of the sea. You trying to get a fast one over me here? Nuh-uh. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep sea, but I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep darkness. Completely asleep. Completed chapter 16. Onward we go. Upended submarine continues to sink slowly but surely. A long journey to the bottom of the sea. And then the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. At the very last second, something saved them. Now looks down at them quietly. Oh, it was a ghost thing. It's got to be Mr. Lamp, right? Actually incredible. So you managed to survive, Detective. You're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? Oh, it's the evil. Then why did he save us? This would explain all the unnatural things happening. Can you? How come you didn't say anything about it all this time? How come you decided to save us all of a sudden? Thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Cecil, look at you. What happened? Can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are? That's right. Came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Cecil. My name isn't Cecil. I'll bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am, too. Huh? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth, or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind, memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer. To the edge. And I'm about to break. To the truth. They got us good. It's all over for the submarine. Its engine room is destroyed, and there's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had to deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. Temsic fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. And they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah, the meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. Power and time. These 10 years I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research. I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. Meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers. Possessing, manipulating objects. And in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get. It seems these powers change as time goes by. My powers have changed over these past 10 years. First, I could only manipulate small living creatures. How do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. That's what does it. Makes sense for you. Doesn't make sense for Missile or me. Well, I guess it could make sense for me, but Missile didn't die because... Well, I guess they live by Temsic Park. I don't know. Fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. Of course I received special powers. Wait a minute. That's how I got my powers? You're right. Oh, yeah! I saved you, but you didn't have powers the first time, but you died right next to it. Yeah! I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation as well. Okay. Gives us time. This time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact I can return 4 minutes is another effect of the meteorite. One of the characteristics of the meteorite is the ability to replay the moment of death. It's so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. Makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. Just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. That day, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, it continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. So I just simply existed. Not really alive and not really dead. Pretty much sums up these past 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged today. My hair hasn't grown an inch. Yeah, old pitching guy mentioned something. Couldn't cut the guy's body with a scalpel. Guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would have regenerated. Wow. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Would possessing him bring you back 10 years? That's a great question. 4 minutes before his death? Oh, but then everyone would forget everything. That's a real Samurai Jack moment. Spoilers for a cartoon that came out 20 years ago. Gotta get back to the past. Boggles the mind that will.i.am is the one who made that soundtrack, and he, like, doesn't want to get famous over it. I mean, I get it, he's got the Black Eyed Peas, but, like, come on. Just own up that you sang an awesome, like, kids cartoon theme song. Part of the deal, I mean, those guys promised to cooperate. It all went fine. I manipulated the Justice Minister and made him issue the execution order. Yep, Mom's home. Are you gonna leave me now? You gonna leave me immediately? Oh, you're thinking about it. There she goes. I mean, we got an hour of Spook today. That's more than usual. They kidnapped the wrong girl. You can't redeem the cat cam after. That's mean. Mean. That's cruel. They have their own reasons for cooperating with me, though. Oh. Y'all are some low-down, dirty folk. Wipe out everybody who had to do with Tempsic. Jowd was one such person, so they're happy to cooperate. Cabanel and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. As it turns out, that included me as well. They stole my Tempsic fragment, and here I am. They had one more final target. You, detective. Me? Getting the Darkrai and the shiny Lucario Pokemon right now. Nice. You weren't there in the park that day, 10 years ago. I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking hostage. You cannot. That is the worst form of victim blaming I've ever seen. You were there. You made me think of taking a hostage. Yeah, I was just a little kid playing in a park. Yeah, I know. 10 years later, and you become a detective looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. Told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course you didn't recognize me. Took possession of you to make you shoot me. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. Lane was off and the first shot missed the mark. Junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway. They had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. Then something threw a big monkey wrench to their scheme. I showed up. Me. I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. My body disappeared. Yeah, Inspector in White was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. Inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? Never even heard of the Tempsic meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you'd find out about the Tempsic sooner or later. What a very smart place to have this catching up. Only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush the sub. There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and no communication cables down this deep. I meant for the submarine to become my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. You can kind of manipulate stuff. Couldn't you just, like, eventually get up there? I think I've kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. Cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine, sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. Lynn? Camilla? Is it true we're stuck here? What? If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. I'm so sorry, Camilla. That's funny. Let's see. Something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? Why didn't they just steal the Tempsic fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why do they have to jettison your body off into the sea? Well, that's a good question. Guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Yes, we do. This will tell us where Detective Jowd is. Present from the inspector in white. That's right. Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. The bullet's still in this person's body in the command room, right? We should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. How do we find out where it is? How do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us with our powers. Right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like Jowd's our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Okay. Talk to me. Right at the top of the torpedo? No, you guys are gonna go. Kind of wanted to see that. Darn. Did you want to see me drown? I've already seen it. Scrape me. Ugh. Can I get inside? Yeah, let's go to the torpedo room. I'm gonna use a missile to ram the control room. I don't know about ram. Don't want to blow Jowd up, but something like that. Climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. Looks like torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. 2 tubes, should be 1 more left. Guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. Comes to missiles, you can count on me. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. Switch won't budge. Time we standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength missile? Perfect. I certainly need it. What does this one do? Absolutely nothing. Okay, good talk. What if we swap? No, swap these, and then I go back. All right, yeah. Better be a second dog called Torpedo. That's me. I'm the second dog. I've been the second dog all along. Command room is slowly sinking. It's run out of power. What happened? Alright. Ah, that's why there's 2 parts. Command room. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Then we'll find a way to come back and save you. It'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Come on, Missile. Missile. Alright. Can't go. Yes, Chelsea.
Heading to my mom's.
Okay.
See ya.
See ya.
My car's awesome.
Yeah. Can't go. I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Camilla behind. I just can't do it. Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Cecil. I can't do it either. Can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. Yeah, Spook might be back soon. We'll see. I want you to go, but Miss Lynn, you staying here won't change our fate, but if you go with Cecil, you might be able to make something happen, and that's our only hope. Or if that something doesn't happen, I'll never be able to see you again. Never, ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. I just know you and Cece can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Miss Camilla! It's a good boy, Missile. Alright, 12 seconds after I throw the switch. Cecil, we never found out who you really were, but that doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're going to see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will! Alright. Let's do it. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. How can a ray of light, of hope, reach this far down to the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Detective Champ. Bet that big mess man did it. I'm gonna bite him! Better not. You might break your teeth. Command room's lost power and is sinking. I wonder what the masked man is gonna do. Let's talk to Jowd. Is Jowd dead or just kind of like KO'd? You know? Sorry for the wait, Jowd. Who are you? Are you Cecil? Please excuse my appearance. Can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I then recapped it very efficiently. It's badly damaged. Why would he do that to his own submarine? Wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. You... Yamiel? That's not a real name. That's the most fake name in this entire game. And that's coming from a Detective Jowd. Remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? It's your real name, huh? That's right. Those people in the Ono were calling you Cecil. It's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. Didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Just let me ask you some questions. I've been trying to figure out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. There's plenty we can still tell you, right, Jowd? Right. Is that sure? Oh, just more stuff about this. I get it. You gonna come up here? Picky kitty? Do the jump. Oh, what a good jump. You can actually redeem the cat cam now. It's incredible. I know. Oh, good girl. You're a top systems engineer. By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know. It's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. Doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. Oh my god, Kitty. But you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. Never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. Then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. Police arrested you, and then that incident happened. She's always hated that lamp. No, it's the opposite. She adores it. She loves rubbing on it. She just pushes it too far. The love is too much, you know? Hi. Yes, I love you too. I'm glad you're feeling better. You've been like fake puking every day. Sometimes hairballs, and then sometimes just like a and then just looks at me and moves on like a weirdo. When was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomio. 10 years ago. Big ol' rock. Oof. Like, the nice thing about the quality of my camera, you can't see how much hair is attached to this lamp. Soul was split from me, and I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. Hi. I can't tell if you're looking at me with love and affection or disdain and almost unbridled rage. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. That's why you murdered Elma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. It was a twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness, and then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. Came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. Howie Mandel, let's talk about the deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal yourself? A new life. I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they helped me with my revenge plot, and the second was a rebirth for me. In the beginning, yeah. Didn't care if it was a fake life or an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. Finally, I wanted to die surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. Man-made life. That's right, I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. So I decided to ask the national government to help me, and their response, in the end, was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own, and they even figured out what Tempsic was all about. You had no idea they were doing this? None at all. I was a fool. Why did they go through all the trouble of making a deal with you? And then just steal a hunk of the Tempsic meteorite from the park. They couldn't. After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country, too. Report was submitted to the government about the source of the power. By Cabanel and the old pigeon guy, eh? First, the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. Looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy's one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. What a good kitty. My goodness. Alright. Back to normal. Park is a silent battlefield on an international scale. That's why they couldn't steal the Tempsic meteor. And lastly, under the pretense of a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the meteorite. A little cat loaf. Yes, you. Little cat loaf. The upshot of your grand deal was this, huh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. At least there's one thing you must be happy about. Managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Zhao back to life, of course. What good will that do now? Well, we promised. We promised Lynn Camilla we'd save him. We can't do that without you, Zhao. Been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. What, you couldn't beat Bizarro Superman over there? Where are we headed? We're not headed anywhere, Detective. There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away. We'll run out soon, and that will be our destination. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here, too. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. By the way, I am not human, Detective. I'm a remote-controlled robot, Detective. Country's use of technology is just plain... Oh, you left again? Alright. Well, we got a cat cam. I feel justified. We get that a lot, Detective. Why'd you go through all the trouble to do this? It's nothing but a shell there. He's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective. Oh, cool. Just a minigun. Now it's time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Big Mass Man said, any possibility, no matter how small. In other words, there must be a chance here, somewhere. Possibility of turning this situation around. Honestly, I don't know how much of stuff there is. Look at Emil's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. Tempsic fragment's gone. This changed in his shell. Give us some kind of lead? Maybe. Oh, something happened. I figured it out. I know this possibility, no matter how small it is, that they're afraid of. My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Tempsic. Not anymore. It's been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Tempsic fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see. That means we can go back to 4 minutes before your death. Wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? Well, that's simple. 10 years ago. Oh. People are not going to remember me whatsoever. Got it. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. And then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. Chapter 17 cleared. I think we found the final chapter. One was Yomiel's death. It was 10 years ago when the meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. It's a dog. Is she just burning leaves? I don't know what she's doing. Give it up. You really think you can outrun me? Just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Okay. Shoot, you might get hurt. Are you okay? You're right now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. Gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? I'm a police detective. So that's the Temsek meteorite, eh? It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. Changed all of our fates completely. Can't stop Temsek from falling from the sky. It might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a newer future. Basket, nozzle, roasted sweet potato. We'll just wander off somewhere. That would solve everything. Are sweet potatoes almost ready? Nah, she's not gonna budge from that spot. You know, it makes me wonder. Little girl all alone, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everyone have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, we'll just move the fragment instead. That's the weirdest sweet potato I've ever seen. Must manipulate the cat. I cannot manipulate the cat. What if I turn the headphones up? I'm gonna hurt her ears. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You made her drop her sweet potato. I know how much this girl loves her food too. Well, at least her fate has changed. Yeah, that counts somehow. Let me examine the roasted sweet potato. I forgot what a sweet potato is. It's a roasted root vegetable. It's good. Nothing like them on a cold winter's day. They're sweet and smell delicious. Okay, rock the basket. Rock the basket. Waiting. Writing. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I really don't know what I'm doing yet. That sweet potato. Could swap them, huh? Okay. Gonna go in here. Alright. Spray higher. I don't know what this is gonna do! It's quite a sight to see. Just got a new feature. They didn't even glance at that? It's surprising. Seeing as meteorite didn't distract them. That was a desperate situation. Kill or be killed. And Yomiel is killed. Yep. Can we use it to our advantage? We could... Didn't it, like, break through the, Have I goofed? Can't get any water to come out. Like, if we swap Mino with a lamp? So I'm not sure how I get there. It's something like that. I'm just not sure what. Let's try this again, but not use me now. Instead, use. Okay, I got this. We do that. We rock it. I know. Not much time. I get it. I don't know if this is right. Ah, there we go. We just can't. How is that not snapped? Have we changed fate through a sweet potato? I can hope so. It's changed. What's in its path? Oh no. What have I done? Ugh. Shot through his leg. Cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Put the gun down. If you don't, you're gonna shoot him. I don't know if it's detective training or what. Even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't linger. Put the gun down. I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen. The bullet is stopped in midair. I'm here, inside the bullet. Fragments won't make you pull the trigger. It won't let you become a murderer. Prove the murderer is the true fate. You have to stop the bullet. Same shape as the bullet around here. Eat this sweet potato. He got impaled. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still... Oh, he's still alive? I'm just unconscious. Oh. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. The Wheel of Fate was still slowly turning. Oh no! Oh my god! It's not over yet. Can't let it happen. It'll be a scar on her psyche. Might be something that can be done. 3 kinds of powers among us. We ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Your power is manipulating objects, Cecil. Use your power to manipulate this. And your strength. Make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. Make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. Remember, you only have a split second. Now it's your turn, Missile. I swapped them. It's still right above Miss Lynn. Don't worry. Okay. Let's see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped alright. A few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up is my turn. You know what my power is? I can manipulate living creatures. Let's save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Oof. Now you're dead. Is your knee okay, mister? That'll be fine. Just a scrape. Lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. Job, police detective, yeah. And that guy is flat. Think you could go call up the police for me? Think you could do it quicker than I could. What's that? Detective's badge. We give them to children who have been very brave. You know what to do, little detective. You alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help's coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? Perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving by itself. It's as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. You know, I'm glad it happened. No, did the cat fucking die? I think it's unconscious. Doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. What if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Well, looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? Not kitten's, of course. Cecil's. I'm a cat! I've been a cat this whole time? Spook, get back in here! This game's for you! Huh? These long, lonely 10 years. You are my one and only friend. I was his cat? Do you remember now? I had a cute bandana? That's the biggest plot twist of all. Oh, I'm 10 out of 10 cute. I can finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Somebody, please look at me. Please reach a hand out to me. I just only died at the time. I lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, and I still managed to reach out a hand to him. Next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. No recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat, with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. Went back to being just a cat, and the man got his body back. Took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I had to go see just one more time. Control my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." The man named me Cecil. It was the name of something important he had lost along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was, because I was a cat. Meow. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man. There was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. First I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then after a while I could manipulate people. It's when the darkness inside me deepened, I started to get a little twisted. That's what we call premeditated murder in the biz. I wanted light. Distorted artificial light. got my revenge on Lynn. I could see that light, or at least that's what I tried to believe. Oh no, the first shot hit the cat! Because she resisted. Oh no. The cat's in the bag. It's been in front of us the whole time. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. I was possessing Cecil then. Wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. You borrowed the body of your old friend. Cecil's inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left, but then when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. Cecil was dead. I was able to control her completely, and yep, the first shot. That's when I lost my life, right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. That's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It's because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. Turns out it wasn't the only dead body. But the other dead body got up and walked away. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? Well, it's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things from living to the dead, but even so, there are some things that you do that I can't. I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. Well, that's your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. It's because cats have 9 lives. Fate of your death, Kitten Cecil's fate. And I can just bet the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. Go back, try another life. This was the last fate to be averted, eh? Now, who was the ghost at the start? Who was the ghost at the very start? Looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yeah, I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now. We've been feeling these 10 years. Oh, so the murder got unwritten for Jowd's wife. She understood. She said tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right, we should get back to our new present. Can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Camilla again. These past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. Memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did. I cried. That's the way this game of the dead works. So, no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either, the most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey Cecil, when we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It'll be like we never met. So before that happens, I just want to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of our lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomio? Why are all the bad people blue, though? I guess, well, because they were all, like, from the same country. And I guess that country is just the planet that the Na'vi are from. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomio. Cecil, are we ever going to see each other again? A racist. Couldn't stand if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. I don't think that'll go well for one of us. We'll have to wait until then, Cecil. I'll never forget you. I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? Sounds good, Detective Chowd. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're going back to our own new present. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. That was a decent twist, though. Yeah, I liked it. Oh, wait. Bringing back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. Yeah, who are you, Mr. Lamp? Before I cease to exist. Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you've forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I hoped. I'm really grateful to you, Cecil. Thank you. Don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. You changed the fates of many people tonight, the first of which was hers. We do a little murdering. If you'd not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot in the outskirts of town. If that had happened, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story of a little creature. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. Unnecessary. They stole a wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left, and in the process... two little dead bodies were left behind. They fucking killed her too? Jeez. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw toward the master. That's when a miracle occurred. How? He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. All you know, I bet you understand it. Do you know? Wait a minute. He died near the... That's right. He died inside the aura of the strange energy. Unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. The little fellow chased after the man, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with a man in red in the deep, deep sea, and then... He went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. Only the fish in the fish tank. No, I think Ray is a different version of Missile. He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. That's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. That was you, huh? Glub glub. Oh, it's even cuter. Oh my god. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. Couldn't change the fates of the people on your own, so you decided to wait. Exactly. And then at last that fateful night rolled around again. Now this time I had grown old and my powers were weak, so I decided to find somebody to help me this time around. Someone who possessed different powers than me. Wait a second. You were able to manipulate that desk lamp. Well, my powers changed too. In that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. From watching The Man in Red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines, for example. It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power, especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning I had that power. How'd you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? We had met before on that night the first time around. From listening to the conversation of the two intruders in the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at the junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the Ghost World pass to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on end, I can tell you. That was me. I was shot on that night the first time around as well. You'd lost your memory that time, too. You just died and felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. Did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. Then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line. Typical cat behavior, I'd say. It's like the dog from Futurama. It's waiting for Fry to come back. Yeah, except it has a happy ending-ish. Jurassic Bark. Yeah, that one devastates me every time. That's why I decided this time I'd use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. The only thing you were interested in is finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. Namely, the right path would be the path to the Man in Red, to Yomi. I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction, and then I gave you a time limit. That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the Man in Red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have been all over. You mean, thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. But I just wanted you to use your time wisely. Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I. Missile, I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Wow. Missile actually the MVP. He was already the MVP, and now he's even further. He's the GOAT. Waited these 10 long years all for the sake of your two ladies, eh? Of course, because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Cecil. And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what really happened in this town that night. I made my way back to a new present. How come it's dark? I'll just turn on the lights here. Oh no, not the surprise birthday party. Look out, please. Later eaten by a Pomeranian called Missile. True. Were you surprised? Bet I was. Nearly scared me to death. It worked. It's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made a surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. That's alright. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Well, thanks, Detective Jam. You're home, Dan. Hey, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Sweet too. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Something wrong. You have one of those badges too. Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad gave it to me the other day. Yours looks a lot older than mine, though. How long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, it's a symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? Well, when he gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny, somehow. Now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. That you will. That you will. Meow! Not enough attention on me! Tell me you're that same little kitten. That's right, the very one. It's a very, very special cat. 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Yep, never got any bigger or anything. What a mysterious little fella. I know, right? His name is Cecil. Seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. I like how his tail twitches when he meows. It's like a big stretch. Alright, everyone, let's start the celebration. So, wait, did my trade-off just get me an infinitely healthy cat? Because, my goodness, what a delightful trade-off that is. I bet you're just like me. Destiny led you here somehow, too. And so we meet again, Cecil. Cute. From just that single night as a human, I got to glimpse into their world, and I learned something. I don't like them that much. Cats are better. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. Oh, that's incredible. Guess I really am a cat. Suits me just fine to curl up and watch strange, beautiful patterns of their lives as they unfold. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Yeah, that was just as good as I remember it being. And I didn't remember any of the twists because it's been at least 12 years. Again, still isn't my birthday. I ask you to stay home and guard the fort. Fun puzzles. Just when it was getting boring, you add in like the swapping mechanic in like some of the levels. Missile was the best character in the game for sure. Just eating a whole chicken each. Of course. Definitely not good. Examples Inspector providing for his men. Yeah, it was a nice departure from the Ace Attorney series. Like, you can see the roots of the characters and everything, but curried chicken. Oh my god, she absolutely polished that up. Has she polished off all 4 of those? Where's she putting it? The Very best customer? Oh no, that does check out, yeah. Deformed Noodlehead, of course. Who else? Who else could it be? This cannot be safe. $20 kilograms of gunpowder. No, this is good. Yeah, no, this is smart. You know, conversions are so tough. You know, alright, they're dead. Absolutely nothing going on in that knockdown. I wonder what they did. This is going quite well. The grapes are quite good, my man. My man. Guess they're trying to give me a case of the vapors. We nearly died of fright just now. Oh, we got headbanging pigeons. Delightful. Protect the rights of those who live here. It's just him. Just toasted a glass against his nose. You know, it's still progress considering that marriage was spicy. So wait, what is next Friday now? What a delightful question. I'll be posting a poll later this weekend to decide. What our next game will be. Be prepared for many ties. I know which one I will choose if there's ties, in this case. I have a favorite. I won't say what my favorite is. But at the very least, 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'll like all of them. It's not like you're getting me to play something that I don't want to play. I don't understand how that just works. Wow. One big happy family. Their mother, not in the picture. Will vote against your fave? Yeah, exactly. That is actually why I'm not telling you my favorite. Just 2 happy dads and their 2 daughters. Maybe a dangle of a 4th. Not sure. It might just be 3. I have 3 that I really am excited to play, but I might toss a 4th in there. Actually, let me look at my Steam right now while the credits roll. So I've definitely got stuff on here that I save for a rainy day. You heard this game, The Binding of Isaac Rebirth? We could play that. I also might get stuff for Christmas. Well, if I get stuff for Christmas, it'll just be part of the main game. Yeah, so Celeste Chicory, Counter-Strike 2, I'd Rather Die. Darksiders. No. Dishonored. Why do I have Dishonored and then Death of the Outsider, but I don't have Dishonored 2 on here? I own Dishonored 2, it's just on the PlayStation. That's fine. Dropsy. I wrote Evil West. Destiny 2 streams? Oh my lord. I mean, I'm not bad at Destiny 2. It's just like... I mean, I better not be. I've played enough of it. There's not a lot going on right now on Destiny 2. They delayed the expansion by like 6 months. Fall Guys. Pretty good at Fall Guys. We could play Fallout New Vegas, but like I will just stay in the opening area and just keep talking. Scarlet and Violet DLC. That's right, Indigo Disc is out soon, ain't it? Got a couple of Final Fantasies I haven't played. 7 and 9. Hand of Fate, no, I already beat that. Iconoclast, Eichenfell, Inscription, yeah, I know about them. Katana Zero. Loop Hero, Marks the Ninja we did. Marvel Snap, yeah. Neon White, yeah, we already did that. Amori, yeah, I want stuff from Eden, sure. Okay, other side's a possibility of putting on the poll. Because I actually own that now. I bought it for a rainy day. Return to Oberdin, yeah, that was a good one. Shadow game what we're doing right now. Bunch of Sherlock Holmes games. I'd play one game of Civilization 5. It'd take 10 years. Sleeping Dogs, eh. Yeah, Streets of Monica. No to Tales of Arise. Tunic, Chicken Horse. Warhammer, RT was losing, was thrown. Don't I have Spiritfarer? Okay. Yeah. I'll make a poll either tonight or tomorrow. So I will be traveling tomorrow. It'll happen. It'll happen. Obviously, we got all week next week streaming, as well as the week after. We got 2 more weeks, then 1 week off for Christmas, and then I'll be back for the week after that. Might get a little wonky if one of those lands on like New Year's. I might just do it early then. Doesn't matter. That's like 2 weeks away. Well, that was a delightful little game, wasn't it? I really enjoyed it. Glad we played it. I wouldn't say it was better than I expected, because I expected it to be really good, because I remember playing it as a kid, and then they finally re-released it. I'm just happy that my brain's so what is it, neuroplasticity? It doesn't have that. I can't remember shit. That was good, though. Yeah, post poll tonight. Sneak peek for those viewers right now. Kingdom Hearts 2. Probably one of Wildermyth or Spiritfarer. Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins, and Marvel Midnight Suns with all the DLC attached. I own all those right now. So get excited. But hey, until next time, I'm going to end a little early because it's Friday, and I'm a little tired, and I know I'm going to be doing streams the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to go late with them. So, if you'll permit me, you don't choose short games? I don't choose short games on the weekends, that's true. What can I say, you know? It's like it's a good medium to, like, just go through it as time goes by, you know? I mean, heck, we 100%ed Kingdom Hearts. I mean, we did, what, 3 weekend games this year? Ghost Trick, Kingdom Hearts 1, 100%. Proud Mode, yada yada yada. And Ace Attorney, right? Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So we finished 3 this year. It's not too bad. I don't pick short games, but I do pick fun ones. I think any of those would be great. But hey, until next time, have a great weekend, y'all. I'm off to Chicago. I'll see y'all on Monday. We'll get back in time for the stream. And next week will probably be all Shadow Gambit DLC. And then depending on if the poll is still going, we might stream following Friday. And then the next week will probably be done, so we'll just be doing random stuff. Binding of Isaac with Chels, or just myself. Or like Rocket League, or I don't know. Just goofing around. Talking about games that we played this year. Whatever we want. Holiday Spectacular. Until next time. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Blah, blah, blah. Hope you enjoyed it. And see you again real soon. Toodles. Thanks for watching.